Hey, Javier with Sleep Well, and this is a new feature that we're putting together. It's Sleep in the News. So basically what we do is every morning I get emailed a whole bunch of news articles about sleep or whatnot, and I wanted to share that with you. Today I'm going to be picking on CNN, and I'm saying picking, but it's the story that the title is Wake Up People, You're Fooling Yourself About Sleep. 10 different myths about sleep that they address here, and the majority of them we've covered in our blog, and I'll put the link to our blog so that way you guys can read the blog. It's put out every week on Saturdays. It covers everything sleep. It covers some events in the store, but most of it is to help you find better sleep. So the first thing on this article, and it is adults need 5 or fewer hours of sleep. Well, that's not true. We already did that with our sleep experiment this past month. I did 6 and 4 hour sleep sessions, and I pretty much show you on the video that your memory goes, your lack of concentration goes, your ability to focus, and even speech patterns were completely different. So that's one thing that's not true. The second myth is that to be healthy, it's healthy to be able to fall asleep anywhere and anytime. So by that they mean that, and I'm going to take Gretchen for instance. When we pull out of the driveway on a long drive, let's say we're going to Carlsbad, I can tell when she's had really good sleep, and the way I can tell is because she instantly falls asleep. So is that healthy? Is she just napping? What's the story there? Well, I'll tell you from my research and also from the article it talks about it. What happens is if you have bad sleep patterns, either the night before or during the week or whatnot, and your body's trying to compensate for that lost sleep, you'll fall asleep like that. Road noise, forget about it. It will put you out. That is actually the sign of a person that's not getting enough rest. One thing that you should pay attention to that's another blog article is this: when your child falls asleep almost instantly on a road trip or even on the way to the grocery store, that's a sign that your child's not getting enough sleep. Okay, so keep that one in mind. The next one is your brain and body can adapt to less sleep. So a little story. When I used to be a manager for a big box retailer, I would drive from Alamogordo to Las Cruces, which is about an hour-long drive. I would actually have to leave Alamogordo at 4:45 to be in Las Cruces at 6 to be at work on time. And there were some days when I was getting 4, maybe 5 hours of sleep and I'm going to say for at least a week at a time. And you would think that there would be some kind of adaptation to that. There isn't. You need to get your regular 7 to 8 hours of sleep. I say that very carefully because other people need more sleep, other people need less sleep. There are different people that need different amounts of sleep, and what it is just basically finding the happy middle ground for you. So the next one is going to be drinking alcohol before bed helps you fall asleep. So that was actually one of those, I think it's like the 3rd blog article on our blog. And I'm going to actually write again because there's a whole lot of updated research on that. Alcohol is very bad for sleep. It does not allow you to hit your sleep cycle. It inhibits it. It does relax you, don't get me wrong, but it is very bad for sleep. And I'll put the links to all of these blog articles down there. Okay, not sleeping. Okay, we've all been there. We lay down, we're just there, we're just kind of laying there. Staying in bed with your eyes closed and trying is the best thing to do. Okay, so we used to call it counting sheep. We used to call it just relaxing. There's all these steps that we could take to get things right. So when you've laid down and you're down for, let's give it a time limit, 15 minutes, and you still can't fall asleep, there's 2 things that they're telling you to do. And there's 2 different branches on this, 2 different research things. So one of them is you get up That way you're out of the way of your partner or whatnot. You get up and you go to the living room and you read a book, you read a magazine, you read something that's going to relax you. Now, there's different thoughts on that. Do you read a book that's an intense learning book? Probably not. Do you read a magazine that's a high fashion magazine that gets your mind going creative? No, that's not a good idea either. You have to find the middle ground. So what you do is you get a book, you relax for a little while, you start feeling sleepy, go right back to bed, okay? Why do they want you to get out of bed? So there's two reasons, and the school of thought on this for both sides is, number one, if you're laying there, you're actually programming your brain and your body to associate laying down to insomnia, which insomnia can become a habit. Insomnia is real. It can be genetic, it can be hormonal, it can be all kinds of things, but it can also be formed into a habit. So that's the danger there. So I told you there's a second school of thought. So you're laying there, you're trying to fall asleep. The other school of thought is you lay there and you meditate. Now, I've tried meditation. It works for some people. For me, it worked. It was rejuvenating. Was it something that I could do while I'm laying there? I don't think so. But I would say that the book reading one is more my style. But if your style's meditation, then they say meditate. And what happens is your brain waves will go back down to relaxation. And instead of actually waking yourself up the way you would from a regular meditation, you just go ahead, let yourself fall asleep. All right, so that's one there. Okay, so the next one, I kind of drugged that one out. All right, so it doesn't matter what time of day you sleep. This is myth number 7. So different people have different sleep patterns. Circadian rhythm is actually a hormonal release with your body. I'm trying not to get too scientific. There are blog articles on this on the blog as well. All right, so circadian rhythm is your hormonal rhythm where certain hormones are released into your brain and your body that tells you to relax and it's time to fall asleep. Some people's patterns are completely different from ours. There's night owls, there's early birds, there's middle larks. Yeah, they're different sleep patterns. So it's just a matter of getting enough sleep. There is no right or wrong sleep pattern. If you are a night owl and you are up till 2 a.m., as long as you get that 8 hours of sleep, that's all that matters. Okay? Just to refresh your brain. It's your downtime. All right, watching TV in bed helps you relax. So many things wrong with that statement. So many things. Okay, number one, if you have a TV in your bedroom, take it out. Yeah, take it out. Take it out. Yeah, all right. So when Gretchen and I first got married, she wanted to put a TV in the bedroom. That's just the way that she grew up. It's the way that she knew. I've never had a TV in the bedroom. I will never have a TV in the bedroom. I like my sleep. I take it very seriously. So we kind of don't have a TV in the bedroom. Thank God I won that battle because I really like sleep. So what happens with TVs in the bedroom is, number one, blue light. Okay? And I really don't want to go into it too much, but there's a whole lot that blue light does to you. There is an upcoming episode of Good Mornings with Sleepwell where we talk about the blue light, so that's why I'm not covering it here. Also, the other thing is, TV does not always relax your mind. I know you think it does, but a lot of times it races your mind. So it's not really a very good relaxer as far as getting you ready for sleep. What is recommended to do is shut off the screens about an hour before death. Wow. No, shut off the screens, all screens, telephone, TV, monitor, laptop, tablet. Shut off all screens about an hour before bed. Okay? That way your mind relaxes, pick up a book, read a magazine, just relax in bed. All right, so the next one, there's two more. The next one is, actually there's one more. I don't see a number 9. Oh, that's funny. I got to call them out on that. So the next one is, remembering your dreams is a sign of good sleep. So remembering your dreams is a sign of good sleep. There's different theories on this, okay? And one theory I actually read and researched and wrote a little bit about was that if you wake up in mid-dream, you are very likely to remember it because your mind is caught up in the emotional state of that dream. And that's why you remember it. That's why you have these foggy details about what was actually going on. That's key there. So the other thing is that remembering your dreams, most of the time you're only going to remember the emotional part. You'll remember little tidbits. So don't think that remembering your dreams is necessary. Don't think that you're weird for remembering them. Don't think that you're weird for not remembering them. Dream research is actually quite interesting. We'll cover a little bit more about it, but in their opinion, they're saying that remembering your dreams isn't normal. So, and it's not. So, all right. Well, I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions about any of the things I've covered, please let us know. Keep in mind, I'm leaving the link to the blog below. A lot of these myths that they're talking about here, I address on the blog. Little simple stories. I'm telling you, my articles are probably 1 to 2 pages of easy reading with a lot of pictures in between. No big words. I make it plain speak. So until next time, this is Sleep in the News, and you'll see this probably about once a week, just until it's just to help you learn more about what's new in the sleep field. All right, have a great day. Bye.